Sid.Miramontes here with Miramontes Capital's weekly market update. This week in the news is Allergan and Pfizer merging together to be the largest pharmaceutical company out there at $150 billion, as well as the governments in Europe lowering interest rates into the negative territory to keep inflation at bay. This week's question comes from Steve over at Verizon, asking questions on what do these terms mean. Equities, what is an equity? Well, equity is a share of stock in a particular company. So you own a share, a percentage of that company. So you have an equity stake in that company. So you own shares in that company. So typically equities means shares of stock. Okay. Other question was, what is fixed income? Fixed income typically refers to a bond because bonds pay a fixed rate of interest over the whole term. So if you own a bond for a 5-year period of time, it's going to pay you that fixed income for that 5-year period of time, or 10 years, or 30 years. Other questions are that we hear is, what is a price to earnings ratio? Well, that is what's called a PE ratio. So typically you take the price of the stock at $40 a share, let's say, and let's say the company were to earn a profit of $2 per share out there for the year. Well, then you take the price of the stock, you divide it by the earnings of $2 a share, and that tells you the price to earnings ratio is at, or PE ratio is at 20. So the lower that PE ratio is, the better value you're getting for the stock. Others would be, what is the Fed? Well, the Fed is the Federal Reserve Board that governs interest rates and raises them or lowers them. And then finally, what is a spin-off? Well, spin-off is typically when a large company spins off one of their divisions because it's more profitable for the company to be on its own. And of course, the sum of the parts of all these pieces were to make the company more valuable than just the company as a whole. So with any other questions, folks, we look forward to hearing them. Thanks so much.